Grace's room. So I know some of you guys are starting to head back to school now, whether you're doing online schooling or you're actually able to go to school. For those of you who are actually going to school, I am very jealous. I'm getting a little bit sick of online learning now. Anyway, I am starting to get really sick of like the same old lunches that I have every day, like a sandwich or something. And I know some of you guys might be in the same situation as well. So I am going to show you guys 4 different lunch ideas that will hopefully be helpful to you and give you a bit of inspiration. They're really easy to make and they're also really good for both online schooling or bringing to school. So let's get started. Okay, so this first idea, which is personally my favorite, is mini chicken burgers. You don't have to use chicken, you could use like a meat patty, although I'm not really sure how that would taste cold, or even like halloumi if you want a vegetarian option, but I just think chicken is probably the best option since it tastes good when it's hot or cold. So to make this, you're going to need some little mini brioche buns or hamburger buns, which are just so cute. You're also going to need some chicken if you are going to be using chicken. I just pan fried this with some herbs and oil. And if you're going to bring it to school, then you can just fry it like the night before. And then I've got some little toppings options here. I've got some cos lettuce, some slices of tomato, avocado, some lime, and also some mayo. But obviously you can use any like toppings inside, like cheese or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's all up to you. This is just personally what I like. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm just gonna, I think 3 would probably be a good amount to like bring to school. I don't know, just really depends on how much you like to eat. But the first thing I'm going to do is just put some avocado in them. I like to sort of, you can like use it as like a bit of like a spread if you want, or you can like have it just like in slices. I like to spread it a little bit more. Okay, there we go, got the avocado in there. Now I'm going to put the chicken in. So these are like a little bit, because they're chicken tenderloins, they're a little bit fatter. So I think I'm just going to cut them in half. There we go. I think that's probably a good amount for a burger. You can obviously put more in, it's up to you really. Okay, the chicken's all in there, looks very cute. Now I'm gonna put some tomato slices on there. The good thing about them being mini burgers is that you only need like 1 slice and it looks so cute. There we go. And I might also use just a little bit of pepper and salt on top of it just to kind of give it a bit more flavor. Okay, now it's time for some cos lettuce. I think I'm just gonna rip it in half. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, and finally, I'm going to be making some lime mayo. Personally, I'm not really a huge mayo fan, but I actually like it. I feel like it tastes a lot better when I put some lime in it. So I'm just going to put some mayo in a bowl and then just mix it with some lime. Plenty, and then I've got my little lime slice here. Kind of went everywhere, but I think that's plenty. Might even be a little bit too much lime, but oh well. And then I'm just gonna mix that together. Okay, and then I'm just gonna spread this on the top part of the bun. And there you go. Those are some mini chicken burgers. I got a little bit tongue-tied there. But they look so cute. They're so tiny. And that was so easy to make. Like, that was so quick. So here are a couple of little storing options. Personally, I think they would look the best in a little bento box. I've got this one here from Stuck On You. And it's good because it has this big compartment here and also 2 little compartments. So you can also put other snacks in there. So I'll just put these in. I think they'll fit perfectly. Okay, maybe a little bit of a squish, but you know what, it's fine, it doesn't even matter. All right, there we go. And like I said, you can also put other snacks in here, but they look so good. You know, I'm gonna take a little bite. This is why they're my favorite. Thumbs up, definitely recommend this. So this next lunch idea is another mini food item, a little bit of a mini thing going on here, but this is mini pizzas. I just recently discovered these and they taste so good, and they're also really, really easy to make, and you only need to use English muffins to make them, which I mean is pretty cool. So, obviously you're going to need English muffins to make them. You're going to also need some pizza sauce, some cheese, and then these are my preferred selection of toppings. I've got some salami, mushrooms, capsicum, and also some black olives. But you can use whatever toppings you want. It's a good thing about these, it's completely optional. And I've also got my oven preheat or set to 200 degrees Celsius, which I think roughly translates to 390 degrees Fahrenheit. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to be making 4 mini pizzas. 1 English muffin will make 2. And personally, 2 slices is plenty for me, but you can have 4 if you want. It's up to you. So firstly, I'm going to start off with putting some pizza sauce on the bottom. And now time for some toppings. So I'm going to start off with some little slices of salami. Okay, now time for some capsicum, which I just sliced up really, really thinly. Okay, now time for some mushrooms. And finally, oh no, not finally. My mistake. Second last, some little black olives. And finally, some cheese. You can't get much easier than that. All done. Now I'm just going to get my baking tray. There we go. And I've got some baking paper on it. Just put them on there. Alright, so these will go in the oven for roughly like 5 to 7 minutes. Honestly, you just need to put it in there until the cheese melts and goes a little bit golden. So put them in now. Now we wait. There we go. Okay, so that took about like 10 minutes to cook, and I think they look pretty good. The cheese is like browned a good amount. So I'll just put this on the wrench. There we go. Okay, but obviously they're way too hot at the moment, so I'm just gonna let them cool down and then we can taste test. Okay, I think they're cooled down now. Hopefully they're cooled down now. Let's take a little bite. Very nice. Sorry, I had to finish chewing, but I really like how like once you put them in the oven, it kind of toasts the English muffin a little bit. It like almost tastes a little bit like a normal pizza base. It's so good. So I really like this. You can package it like in some foil or even like in a lunchbox. It's up to you. And again, the good thing is they're really easy to make and they taste nice even when they're room temperature or even when they're fresh out the oven. So definitely recommend this one. So when I go to a pizza restaurant, sometimes they bring out like an antipasto platter or a grazing platter, whatever you like to call it, and it kind of just like consists of like some cold meats, some bread, cheeses, and other vegetables, and I always love eating it, and I thought, hang on, I could probably turn this into like a simple lunch idea. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I've got an assortment of like some meats, bread and vegetables, and I'm going to be putting them into my trusty bento box, which is making another little guest appearance. I love using this. So it's very, very, very simple. I have got some grissini or just some breadsticks. I've got some bocconcini, some olives, cherry tomatoes, prosciutto, and some salami. But again, this is like real optional. You can use whatever vegetables, cheeses, bread that you want to use. Just my personal favorite. So I think I'm gonna start off with just putting some breadsticks in here, kind of just trim them so they fit nicely. There we go. In this little section, I think I'm just gonna roll up some salami. And then I'm just gonna also roll up some prosciutto in the next little compartment. I've also got some cherry tomatoes and olives, which I think I'll just put in together. And then finally some bocconcini. I also have some little toothpicks here. I had to kind of trim them a little bit, but I'm just gonna put them in the center because sometimes I like to use like the toothpicks just to sort of like pick all like the different vegetables and stuff. But that's pretty much all. It looks so pretty in there. Just a little example of how I like to eat the prosciutto. Sometimes I like wrap it around the breadstick and it tastes really nice. Yummy. So like I said, this is just really, really simple, very easy to make. You can put whatever you want in it, and obviously you can eat it cold, so that's like the other upside to it. Sorry, I'm still chewing. But one of my favorites, it works really well. This last lunch idea I also discovered recently, and that is a Mexican avocado salad. I really like this one because it might appear like really light, but it's actually quite filling, and it's also a really good vegetarian option. And all you need to make it is just some avocado, some black beans. You can use any beans that you want. I've got some capsicum, tomato, some corn, some tortilla chips, and to make the dressing, I have some lime juice, olive oil, and just some salt and pepper. So, I'm going to be using beans because it's a good source of protein. I think you can just use, like, if you don't want to use beans, I think you can use like chicken or I don't know, something else. But this is a good option. So I'm just going to put some in here. Some capsicum. Some corn. Tomato, and finally some avocado. There we go. That looks like a lot, but like once you start eating it, it's actually not too much. Okay, so now I'm going to be making the dressing, and like I mentioned, I'm going to be using some olive oil for this. Alright, and then I'm going to use some lime juice. And then some salt and pepper. Okay, just going to stir that around a little bit. And there you have it. So, obviously, if you're going to bring this to school, then make sure you put your dressing in a little like plastic container, just so obviously it doesn't like make this all soggy. And I'd also recommend putting your tortilla chips just in a little like plastic Ziploc bag. But I'm going to be eating this now, so I'm not going to worry about packaging it or anything. I'm just going to pour the dressing on top. There we go. And then I'm just gonna mix it around a little bit. I know some people, they don't like to toss it around, they just kind of like to have it like in little sections, all the like vegetables, but I like to mix it around. Okay, and then I think I'm just gonna like sort of wedge the tortilla chips in there. And there you have it, Mexican avocado salad. Let's have a little taste test, shall we? I think you can like just eat it like with a fork, or you can like scoop the tortilla chips in there, but here we go. It's really nice because it's kind of refreshing as well. And the flavor is really good. I love this. Definitely one of my favorites, and definitely recommend it. Okay, so that was 4 different lunch ideas. Hopefully it inspired some of you guys to change up your lunches a little bit. I'd say my favorite lunch idea was probably the mini chicken burgers. They tasted really nice, and they're also like so cute, but I did love all of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck to all of you guys who are going back to school or who are already back at school. Don't forget to check out my Instagram at Grace's World Official, and I'll see you guys next time on Grace's Room. Bye for now.